It's Madden NFL 24. And up next is the Texans' burner at wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Texans and the Jets. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 19 carries, 67 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Rodgers going to get this complete to his running back Hall, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Paul. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They send him back at the 36. Derek Barnett able to move her in for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Solid. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive.
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Pierce now up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Texans coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Following the play now, we're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And that's what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Take a look at the defense for these Texans. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Will Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. Runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball starts. Offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Stroud working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. He'll get this to about the 38. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
It's caught downfield by Mechie. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time. Pierce will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And this time he is in. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple defensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. Room here to run. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. the gun. It's Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Everything falling apart now. Another intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Stroud out of the gun here. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. A run by Pierce begins the 2nd half. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 3rd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. And going to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Stroud off the play fake.
On the move to his left.
This will be complete to Mechie.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Touchdown, Texans! A great play there with Touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
He gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line set to get going. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud sets up the play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard. That deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed.
Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On play action. Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by... Good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Play action. Stroud now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And they'll run with Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. Stroud to throw it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Hall on a give up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans team.
And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. This ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wills.
He's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were buoyed.